again. This week we'll discuss about the many issues that involve cell phones. Cell phones are an everyday item that most of us use. It's the one way to communicate to people on the go. Personally, I use it every day from day to night to talk with people through various social networks. However, they have many pros and cons that interfere with us on a day-to-day basis. Cell phones are used worldwide. They can connect people from one side of the world to the other. But does that cause issues? Does owning a cell phone create conflict with people? We'll discuss that in our show today. This particularly influences me in many ways. I personally own a cell phone and using it impacts me a lot. Not only me, but people around me. I feel like they are more unaware of things going on around them. Let's see an example. Hey, how are you? Good. Oh my god, I saw this awesome movie over the weekend. It was just mind blowing. Oh my god, we have to go watch it again. Oh my god, I'm gonna take you with me. Okay? Are you listening? Sorry, what was that? You didn't listen to what I was saying?
Oh, sorry, I was too busy texting.
Therefore, you can see people can sometimes, not intentionally, ignore what you're saying. Another thing to point out is that people who do own cell phones feel like they can't live without it. I know I couldn't. It also distracts people from doing normal activities. For example, say if you're outside and enjoying the weather or playing a sport, and all of a sudden your phone pings or vibrates, you'll immediately stop what you're doing and check your phone. That is a very common thing for users to do. Whether you're studying in class or just sitting, people will have the urge to check their phones. Now, if it's an emergency, that's different. But even for the smallest things, we rely on our phones. I know that I rely on it heavily. I use my phone as a camera, feed reminders in it, use it as an alarm, listen to music, even use it to play games, and much more. So, we can see that without cell phones, it would be hard for people to do interactive things. At a global level, cell phones affect people today in one way or another. People look at their phones more than you can even imagine. An average person checks its cell phone about 110 times a day, and up to every 6 seconds in the evening. People can avoid up to 22 phone calls a day, but can send or receive 23 messages a day. Because nowadays people prefer to send messages than call because it either gives them more time to reply or it's more comfortable. This can be a bad thing because it affects the way we communicate to one another. Rather than talking on the phone and hearing a reply right away, the message can be delivered at a later time through a text and could be a different response. Another point is that people use their phones between the peak hours of 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Then again, it varies from person to person. Keeping this in mind, in the next 10 to 30 years, cell phones can more likely become a health issue. There is a cancer risk involved with dealing with cell phones. Cell phones can emit radio frequency energies, therefore radio waves, that can damage the tissue nearest to where the phone is held and can absorb this energy. Even now, children have phones, so you can imagine what can happen in the coming years and generations. The issue of overusing your cell phone will continue to increase if nothing is done about it. People will become more and more reliable on cell phones, where eventually communicating through talking will be difficult. However, there are a few ways that people can reduce their use of phones and reduce their chances of having health problems. One way is to save the use of cell phones for shorter conversations, emergencies, or for time when your home phone and the phone is not available. Another way is use of hand-free device, which places more distance between the phone and the head of your user. Starting small is always a good thing to approach an issue like this. For me, I can start using my phone less. That goes for everyone. The less they use their phones, the less the chance they'll get exposure to health hazards and become more focused and aware of their surroundings. Not having a phone is not the end of the world. It might be hard to go through a day without it, but people can eventually manage. All I have to say is if you want or need a phone, have one, but just keep it in mind about how much you use the phone. Alright, that is it for today. See you guys next time with Coffee with Kajal.